welcome back to the Be Elite podcast,
where our athletes and special guests take a deep dive into all things fitness.
From debunking myths to the latest supplements on the market, we have got all bases covered.
So if you don't want to miss out, follow along for the journey. Hit us up on Spotify, YouTube, all major podcast platforms. And if you're going to be anything, be elite.
Right then, so gentlemen, what is the most bro thing that you have both done in your bodybuilding careers? Even like pre-bodybuilding, what's the most bro sciencey weird thing?
Oh my God.
I think for me, I'll kick it off. It's got to be the classic post-workout anabolic window. And I think I was probably at point of sprinting to the changing rooms. I had my grenade protein shaker.
Oh, like shaped like a grenade.
Actually like a grenade.
They would be banned now.
They're as anabolic as it comes. And I would be straight to the changing rooms to neck a protein shake. Been there and done that for a long time as well.
Like, mate, those grenade shakers now are probably worth a bit of money, mate. They're like old school.
Yeah, they're unreal.
They're not nostalgic. But do you remember like the myth of, in order to absorb creatine, you needed to have an insulin spike? Do you remember that?
No.
I can't say I've heard that one either, Tom.
See, you guys aren't proper like bro scientists then. I was right in it. So I used to only drink creatine with like pure orange juice.
Jesus.
In order to like, open up the muscle.
I've done that
Unknowingly.
without thinking that it's a thing.
That's why you're world champion then.
Write that down, guys.
Yeah, so like the myth was, I think it was the Hodge twins that taught me this.
Oh,
Every good story starts with the Hodge twins, right? They were like the bro scientists of bro scientists.
There's going to be some 17-year-old boys that are going to go, who's the Hodge twins, Tom?
Okay.
Hodge twins are YouTube OGs.
Legends.
Content's a bit weird now, but you know what I mean. Back in the day.
Yeah.
Still
Legends.
going.
Yeah.
I didn't know they're still going.
Oh, mate, very political.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very political.
Yeah, but anyway, so I used to literally think if I wasn't drinking my creatine without my orange juice, like it was a waste of time. Like done, dead. Yeah. Well,
So I'll tell you the full story. So your boy grew up in the ends. I'm from a place called Rotherham. It's got a TH, but it's pronounced V. And protein shakes used to be quite expensive. So the easiest way and the cheapest way for me to get protein in post-workout was to go to a place called Heron Foods and buy half a dozen eggs. And then I'd sit at the bus stop breaking eggs into my mouth like Rocky. And yeah, I did that for about 9 months, maybe 12 months. And yeah, I'd say that was the most bro thing that I've ever done.
That's actually impressive, actually, to be honest.
mate, that's like a bush tucker trial, mate.
Yeah.
Do you think you could do that now?
Yeah, defo. Yeah.
You have to prove this.
Anyone got any eggs?
Yeah. Someone like crack out an egg or something.
Yeah, I could defo do it now, but
You're an animal.
I actually ended up with a nickname in Rotherham bus station as Egg Boy. And the people at Heron Foods used to remember me and go, "Oh, you come to get your eggs?" I'm like, "Yeah, I've come to get my eggs." Just trained chest, shoulders, arms, legs, calves, and abs.
What do you say?
My eggs.
What would you say is like the dumbest myth you've ever heard, though? Like the biggest misconception that people fall for?
I reckon people's idea of training optimally is like not really what training optimally is. Like, being so obsessed and anal with accurate training and missing out the intensity aspect of it.
Yeah,
So that's probably
yeah.
a myth in my eyes.
Well, I've had like clients come to me and like they've been so focused on optimal training that they hate their training.
Yeah, what are you doing?
And they literally get into the gym and like they're putting in no effort because they're just not enjoying it.
Yeah.
Versus you look at the guys that are actually just getting in there, having fun, enjoying their training, they're going to put more effort into it.
Yeah.
What does effort and enjoyability equal? Probably long-term adherence, therefore better progression,
Yeah, I would agree.
Yeah.
Next question, Josh, what have you got?
Oh, baby.
Keep them coming, mate. Keep them coming.
Biggest pet peeve in the gym? I could go. I could talk all day about this. I am an absolute arse.
You're a bit of like a
I
moment.
literally walk around and go, "What are you doing?
He's a
what
Karen in the gym.
Cut that out."
I would probably say for me, gym etiquette is like a little bit of an underlying topic, I'd say people leaving plates on machines, just not being socially aware of sitting on their phone between sets for ridiculous amounts of time. Just gym etiquette across the board, I think. Because we treat the place like it's an important place for a lot of people, and people don't see it that way sometimes. I think they just disrespect it a little bit. That'd be a big pet peeve of mine, I'd say.
I agree. Tom?
I would say people that just, I know it sounds bad, people that just talk way too much in the gym to the point where they're like just like huddling around equipment. They've got like a little social on the go.
Yeah.
And it's like clearly something that you want to use and are waiting for. And you've just got these like free lads just having a little natter, you know.
Gym wag.
Yeah.
Just unnecessary.
Well, I get that everyone's in the gym for like their own goals, but you don't go to the gym just to socialise. There is a social aspect to it. Chat to people. I get it. Makes it enjoyable, but at the same time, you're not at the bar.
Yeah, I was literally going to say, this is what pubs are invented for.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
Just go for a
Go
pint.
to the pub.
He'll come with you.
I'll go with you. We can talk about gym pet peeves over a pint. Great. My biggest pet peeve are the gym screamers. The biggest. That's numero uno. I'm like, you know what? I'm fine with a little bit of noise here and there. You know,
Exertion.
Last couple of reps, getting it, one of them. Yeah. But I'm talking like first rep,
Yeah.
you're as vocal as your final rep. Like, we're weightlifting. We're not playing tennis. You don't need to get like
putting
some
on a show.
exertion noises. Yeah. It's like, shut up.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's like, is it like karate though? And like,
Oh, yeah.
do you know what I mean? Yeah, why do they? Do you know what I mean? Like, there's got to be something behind. You know, something behind it. Some performance benefit, maybe. I don't know. Maybe you should try screaming in the gym and see if it helps her.
So a client of mine once sent me over a form video, and it was literally first rep. It was like, ugh. I was like, bro. For starters, I've had to mute this video because you're really annoying. No, I'm joking. I'm really nice to all my clients. But I reckon, like, you know, when you're like moaning that much during a set, like it throws your bracing off, so you're not actually helping your performance at all. So the extra reps or the extra effort that you're getting from making stupid noises, it's not going to lead to more gains. It's probably going to lead to less. So please shut up.
There's such thing as like overstimulating yourself.
Yeah. Been there.
Like,
yeah.
in terms of getting your nervous system like riled up. Like you've got, if you're getting yourself so riled up to the point where like you're losing your focus before your set has even started.
Yeah.
Like, as you said, it can actually like hurt your performance. I found going into my training, still switched on mentally, but in terms of like not expending energy or getting myself riled up too much, I get more out of my sets.
Yeah.
Just being more composed.
Yeah.
I've been there before, and like choosing music that's just got a huge drop on it for that moment you unrack the hack, and I'm way away from that now. More Hans Zimmer, orchestra kind of vibes, just anything where you're able to be very present during the set. And I'm nowhere near as vocal as I used to be when training.
Yeah.
Been there and made that mistake.
Just you know, Sunday church at midday and then hack squat Cybex at
Absolutely.
1
That's
p.m.
it. That's it. Songs of praises on Spotify.
Hallelujah and the
Yeah.
set hacks. Yeah.
There is like a scientific theory. It's called the inverted U, where you've got like peak performance and then arousal levels. And there is a point where your arousal is too much to be able to reach peak performance. So it ends up dropping and tailing down. So bear that in mind when you're training children.
There we go. And Josh's big pet peeve.
We got any more questions?
Chat in the gym. Next up.
No, don't scream in the
Scream. Okay.
Scream.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What's another one? Oh, I was going to say something. I'm not going to say it. Just like personal hygiene.
Oh,
yeah.
mate.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it. Right? There's like people out
We
there
love
with genuine like conditions that just mean they smell. But at the same time, wash yourself.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? When it's unnecessary.
I don't know anyone that's allergic to water, so everyone should really be taking a shower or having a bath.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yeah. Make sure and wipe it down equipment after if you are sweating profusely. I think.
Yeah.
is really
Oh
important.
yeah. Oh, do you know? All right. Honestly, I could talk all day about this. Every gym's got one. The guy or girl, you know, we're all you know, biased,
Yeah.
who keeps their gym stuff in the locker, and they just go and get changed into the same stuff that they wore the day before. May even be like the entire week they wear the same gym outfit. So like by Friday, they're absolutely humming.
Yeah.
Do you guys have that in the gym?
Yeah, I do that. Sorry, mate.
Oh,
I'm joking. I don't really.
No.
have you ever known that?
Yeah, I've definitely seen that, especially in like leisure gyms, like
Yeah.
swimming pool gyms, stuff like that. for sure.
Yeah, I used to work in a gym, and we actually once broke into this guy's locker because the smell was that bad coming out of it.
Oh my god.
Wow.
It was
Extraction.
criminal.
Like opening a septic tank.
Oh yeah,
Wow. Disgusting.
yeah, it were horrific. Good times, good memories. So wash your gym clothes. Don't scream. What were yours?
Don't scream. What was my pet peeve? Yeah, and just gym etiquette. Good
Yeah.
gym etiquette.
Tidy up after yourself.
Yeah.
Wash your clothes. Don't scream, and don't have a social. Go to the pub. So there's one other thing that like it's very much a 21st century, probably like even the last 4 or 5 years that this has become an issue, and that's filming in the gym.
I can understand why people do it. 100% I do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, if it's of
We all do
like
it.
the purposes of like you've got a coach and the coach has specifically requested, look, I need to see your training.
Yeah.
It's like you can't always have someone there, especially if you're training your own, to record yourself. So using a tripod
Yeah.
is the next best thing.
Yeah.
But you do get people that record absolutely everything. Like they can't go into the gym and train without using a tripod. It's almost like because they see other people doing it, it's like, well, I have to do this. And you don't, do you? You know, when do you think it's like an appropriate time to use one?
I think you got to see like this boom in online coaching has brought this about, hasn't it? Obviously,
Yeah,
like, people are more filming content. I think the most important thing is awareness. It's just you don't own this place. You haven't rented this place out, and there's so many other people in there who like could be self-conscious first time in the gym. And I think just the number one rule is just be aware of your surroundings. You can't just prop your phone up and just leave it filming for the whole session.
Yeah.
I think you shouldn't be sitting there and filming you drinking your water bottle and things like that. I think it should be like purely for training. Yes, there's making content, that's important as well. But I think, yeah, just be aware of your surroundings. If it is mentally busy,
Yeah.
don't just have your tripod bang straight in the front of a pathway or whatever.
If you're just getting started in the gym, you don't need a tripod.
No.
You need a PT, if anything.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're trying to learn how to train,
yeah, for sure.
you probably shouldn't be working with an online coach because I feel like most of the people that work with online coaches need a foundational understanding of training.
For sure.
So it's like, if you're built like a tripod, you don't need
Don't use a tripod.
a tripod. If your tripod has got more muscle than you, put it away.
Yeah.
Spend more time actually training hard, not worrying about, you know, how you're looking in the gym or where, you know, sharing your journey to Instagram and whatnot. Just focus on just training hard
And
enjoying the process and not putting yourself off by constantly setting up your tricep and pissing everyone else off as well.
Yeah.
I like that.
If you are built like a tripod, you don't need a tripod.
Get it on a t-shirt.
We're such fun to hang around with, I promise.
You sound really mardy.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the things that we love about the gym. I love smelly people in the gym.
yeah. I wish there was more tripods.
Yes.
I always feel like when you go down like red flags or pet peeves, you just feel like a right little Karen and Mona.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Everyone's got to be a little bit of Karen.
Yeah, everyone's got a bit of Karen.
Yeah.
Sure.
Oh, God.
Maybe more so Josh than anyone else. But just want to say as well, massive welcome to Mr. Aaron Carpenter, the latest
much.
sponsored Elite Subs athlete.
Absolute pleasure to be a part of this team, for sure.
It's how long's it been now? So like a few weeks?
Being part of the team probably about 3 months now, I'd say, already.
3 months.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, hey, time flies.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, crazy. All in's been about a month.
Yeah.
Elite's been about 3 months.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. How long have you been sponsored for now, Josh?
I've been with Elite for nearly a year and a half. Yeah, and then all in, what is that? September?
Yeah. Something like that.
Yeah, it's a decent amount of time, that.
Yep.
I think this brings us nicely onto like the topic of being sponsored or working with brands. I can probably speak better for me and Tom, but we've been in the fitness industry for quite a while now. Like, I've been training for 10 years. I've been documenting my journey for at least the last 7 years. And I would say it's only been the last, 2 years where things have started to happen. I think in the world like we live in now, there's so many people that you see blowing up at like 14 years old and they're getting paid 100 grand a month to promote bloody flavoured water. Like, it's mad, but these things, for the majority of us, they take a lot of time.
Yeah.
I feel like anyone that gets like a sponsorship, they don't actively look for it. You know what I'm trying to say?
That's a really
a lot of the
important
time, you're just doing what it is that you enjoy to do, and you get pretty good at it.
Yeah.
You know, you show a genuine passion behind what it is that you do, and then ultimately that's going to attract more eyes onto yourself. And then when you've got more eyes on yourself, obviously that opens up like business opportunity, doesn't it?
Yeah.
You know, so I've never actively like seeked out sponsors. Like for instance, you know, people have come to me with other things. Dan come to me and whatnot, and it's, you know, it's just mad how things just kind of end up coming together just from spending 10 years doing something you enjoy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got to think you need to provide value rather than just going to somebody to ask for a sponsorship. You need to be a valuable asset, and value can come in lots of different ways, can't it? It can be entertainment, it can be education, but you need to be able to be providing something to your following in the first place before you can then reinforce that, or a brand see worth in you.
Yeah.
So I think that takes a really long time to build as well, like you said, because in order for a sponsorship to be successful, you need a following that are going to invest in you and want to invest in you.
Yeah.
I think sometimes when you do get a quick rise to fame, that might not be a real genuine connection with your follower base.
Yeah.
I think that goes way further than just a huge following. It's a connected follower base who are going to invest in you when these opportunities arise, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I completely.
So if you, for instance, you didn't have sponsors now, what would you like your biggest piece of advice to be to someone that was maybe young, like actively seeking out a sponsor?
I think one of the most important, get your personality out there. Like, I think everybody can put their rig up on Instagram and just look great. And yes, that drives engagement, but I think you need to be a personable person that people can relate to in whatever form that might be. But I think number one, just continually getting your personality out there across lots of different platforms, and to show who you are as a person. I think that's really important for brands.
Yeah, definitely. And like, if you know what route you're wanting to go down, so like literally it could be anything. We were talking yesterday, like you've got train spotters that are getting sponsored by brands, like literally anything that you do or take an interest in, if you document your journey with it, there will be someone out there that will want to work with you at some point along your journey. So make sure that you're telling a story that you truly love and believe in, because trust me, if you just do it, I'm going to document my gym journey because Tom's done it, you won't achieve anywhere near as Tom. You won't achieve as much as Tom, because Tom's got the passion and the desire behind him, rather than just like, I'm doing this to try and achieve this, or like to get this sponsor. It doesn't work like that. You've got to be so passionate about what it is that you're documenting.
Everyone's got their own little like superpower, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Everyone's got their own little superpower. Like some people, like outliers, is purely just how they look.
Sure.
And it's like, Jesus Christ, how is this person getting all of this and I can't do that? It's like, maybe your butters, right? No joking. Maybe that's
your superpower.
Yeah. It's like, maybe that isn't like your forte. So it's like, what do you enjoy? What are you passionate about? And just doubling down on that. Like, things will come, opportunities will come your way. May not come like overnight like it does for some people, but like ultimately, what does it matter if it doesn't right away anyway? Because if you're doing what you enjoy, you're going to stick that to a long time. Eventually, someone's going to come knocking on the door.
And nobody should be doing this because they want to get a sponsorship.
No. If you're asking for a sponsorship, you will not get a sponsorship. You are not ready to have a sponsorship, and it's as simple as that.
By all means, invest in brands and get stuck in, like, try what they're promoting.
Yeah, like, 100%. Like, you know, show that you are engaging with a brand that you are interested in.
Yes.
Because that shows them that you genuinely support you know, what they do, their product. You're passionate about what they do. And you know, they will see you eventually. You know, but purely just hounding them, DMing them is not necessarily going to work, because they've got thousands of other people doing the exact same thing, you know. So
you'd be like surprised at the amount of DMs that we get as athletes. Like, how do I work with Elite? It's like, well, if you're having to ask us, then you're probably not going to end up working with Elite. Just double down on yourself and your journey, and you'll get there.
So basically, to summarize, in order to like work with Elite Subs, for instance, because they're a fantastic company and obviously it's like an honor to work with them, you need to show that you are invested into them as a company ultimately. You know, I was buying from Elite before I even, you know, got a sponsorship, for instance. So you need to show that you support the company, buy from them, but then also, you know, in a way provide value, and that value can just be from what you provide to your audience, you know? So
Get your personality out there, and just keep focusing on your journey, documenting it, and providing value as many ways as possible, and you'll get noticed for sure.
You will. It's like, you think social media is a really big world, but it's not. Like, if you're making enough noise and you're making, spreading a positive message, you will get seen and you will get heard. So, yeah.
don't DM them. Just actions speak louder than DMs.
All the one-liners today, Tom. I love it.
Can I ask one more question? You can slip this in whenever you want. Have either of you ever messaged a brand to work with them?
No, genuinely haven't.
No.
No.
I have.
Who?
So, last year, for those that don't know me, I do like to have a non-alcoholic beer. And I messaged Erdinger on Instagram
I love it.
and said, look, I'm not asking for a sponsorship, but if you want to do like any kind of collaboration, hit me up. And about a week later, there was like, yeah, can you send us your address? We'll sort you out. And they sent me 50 cans of alcohol-free lager. I was like buzzing.
And I was wondering why he's cracking open a can of alcohol-free lager every podcast.
Yeah, because it's part of my contract. Discount code Jason10 on alcoholfreeerdinger.com. Thank you. No, mega. Good
cool.
times. So yeah, thank you for listening to this little segment. If you would like to give us all a follow, that'd be absolutely wonderful and amazing. You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, all the good social media platforms. I'm not on LinkedIn, don't know why, but yeah, it's Josh Croggan _. Muchas gracias.
Tom Stockton with 2 on the end.
Aaron_aesthetics with 2 A's. All platforms.
2 A's.
They're never going to find you, mate.
No, they're not.
They're never going to find you.
Just look at the screen. Stop being lazy. It's there.
You might gain like 1 follower from this, mate, but that's about it.
Aaron.
There we go.